Hey everyone, Alex here, and in this quick video, I'll show you how to set up the MIDI in for SHIFTER-910, so you can control the effect's pitch and amplitude in real time. Your MIDI data can come from a controller, you playing the notes, or your DAW, but it has to be routed to the plugin. The exact routing looks different in each host, yet the principle is always the same. One track carries the audio you want to process, and another track sends MIDI directly to the effect. Before routing, open the plugin's advanced panel and make sure MIDI In is enabled. Also, load the effect first. Routing behaves correctly only after the plugin is already on the track. In Ableton Live, start by loading SHIFTER-910 on the audio track you want to process. Create a new MIDI track. This track will act purely as a MIDI sender. In the MIDI track's MIDI 2 menu, choose the track where the effect is inserted. In the device list below, select SHIFTER-910 from the available devices. Now, MIDI from this track goes straight to the effect. For live playing, keep this MIDI track selected or record armed so your controller data reaches the plugin. If you don't see routing options, enable the track's in-out section from Live's mixer view. You may notice multiple entries for the same plugin. The numbers represent MIDI channels. SHIFTER-910 responds to all channels, so any of them will work the same. In Cubase, load SHIFTER-910 on the target audio or instrument rack and enable MIDI In the plugin. Create a MIDI track. While adding it, set the track's MIDI output to the instance of SHIFTER-910. In the routing list, the effect appears as an insert on the track where it's loaded. For example, track name, insert slot, SHIFTER-910, MIDI In. Once created, that MIDI track now feeds the effect directly. You can change the destination later from the track inspector. For live control, keep the MIDI track selected or record enabled. The plugin works the same whether it's on an audio track or an instrument track, only the routing target changes. In FL Studio, insert SHIFTER-910 on a mixer track and enable MIDI In inside the plugin. Open the plugin wrapper settings, it's the gear icon, and assign a MIDI input port, any value from 0 to 255. For example, set it to 1. Add a MIDI out generator. In that MIDI out channel, set the port to the same number you chose for the effect. This links the MIDI out directly to SHIFTER-910. To perform live, keep the MIDI out channel selected so your controller data is sent to the correct port. Logic handles this differently because effects receive MIDI only when loaded as an instrument-style plugin. First, save the current state of SHIFTER-910 as a preset and bypass it. Create a software instrument track. In that track's instrument slot, load SHIFTER-910 from an AU MIDI-controlled effect at the bottom of the plugin list. Then reload the preset you saved and enable MIDI in the plugin. Open the plugin window header and use the sidechain menu to select the track that contains the audio you want to process. This routes audio into the effect while MIDI comes from the instrument track. Mute the original audio track to avoid hearing both dry and processed signals doubled. If the sidechain menu is missing, the plugin was not loaded as an AU MIDI control effect. For live playing, keep the software instrument track selected or record armed. Okay, that's a wrap. Once MIDI is routed, SHIFTER-910 responds to incoming notes, letting you shape pitch and dynamics of your recordings and sample in a musical, performable way. If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe for more educational videos in the future. Thanks for watching and see you soon.